Yeah, of course he's going to try to get out when the Biden part ends because you want to know why? He knows that the Americans have caught on to his divisive scheme. This channel is about
So amazing. Everyone, please welcome to the show, Ty Smith.
What is the dealio, folks? Ty Smith, Modern Renaissance Man. Welcome to my channel, Modern Renaissance Man. If you have been following my channel for some time, like a month or so, and you haven't subscribed yet, I urge you to get an idea of what my channel is about. Go to my channel, click on playlists. When you click on playlists, it's going to bring up a whole lot of different topics there. All those different things is what I do on this channel, which is why I call it a variety channel, okay? Get an idea what the channel was about in its entirety, and then after that, if you want to commit to subscribing, do that. Also, when you do it, though, make sure you hit the bell notification. Make sure it's set to all, so when I post any type of videos, you will be notified of it. And don't forget, while this video is playing, if you like what I'm pushing out, give the video a thumbs up so it can be circulated within the YouTube algorithm, all right? Appreciate it. Here we go. Says Fauci to retire by the end of Biden's term. Who would have guessed? Who would have thought? Dr. Anthony Fauci, you heard me, Fauci, reportedly set to retire after more than 5 decades in federal service. Dr. Anthony Fauci, chief medical officer of the President of the United States, said he will retire by the end of President Biden's term, according to a new report published Monday. Politico reported Monday that Fauci said he will retire by the end of Biden's term following more than 5 decades of federal service under 7 different presidential administrations. The 81-year-old has been the director of the National Institute of Allergy and Infectious Disease, or NIAID, since 1984. He became the face of the American government policies regarding efforts to mitigate the C-19. Okay. Fauci has worked for over 50 years in the American public health sector, advising every president since Reagan. During the COVID-19 pandemic, Dr. Fauci also was leading figure on both Trump's and Biden's coronavirus response team. Fauci was a regular guest on cable news, primetime television, late night shows, and podcasts, offering his medical advice throughout the pandemic. Over time, he became a politically divisive figure on the left and right regarding issues such as masks, lockdown policies, etc. Famously, he spared with Republican Kentucky Senator Rand Paul, who I love because he seemed to be one of the few people who was actually trying to get at Fauci with this, which is a shame that there weren't a lot of other Republicans that were doing the same. It says that Senator Rand Paul in committee hearings over the origins of C-19 pandemic and whether his department within the National Institute of Health funded gain of function research, which he did. In this new interview with Politico at his office on the National Institute of Health campus in Bethesda, Maryland, Fauci admitted that the country and the world will be living with coronavirus for quite some time. This is what he said. We're in a pattern now. If somebody says you'll leave when we don't have COVID anymore, then I will be 105. I think we're going to be living with this. Yeah, you heard that. We're in the pattern now. If somebody says you'll leave when we don't have COVID anymore, then I'll be 105. I think we're going to be living with this. Is what he said. Now, the reason why I'm making fun of this and I'm mocking this and I'm kind of doing it in a sarcastic way and throwing shots is because I got a video pulled down for saying the same exact thing when it was going around. Want to know why? Because we went through the medical portions of schooling. We learned about viruses and how they operate and when they do, how they mutate and when they actually end up making more strains or when they mutate, right? And we said that this typical thing like this seems like it's going to be something based off of this pattern and how it operates inside of a person's body physiologically on a cellular molecular level. We said that this seemed like this would be one of them type of things that's going to be kind of around like how different strains of flu go around. So we said that based off of this and how it acts within a person's lung tissues, we said that this might be something that's going to be around for a while. We said that. I was still in St. Louis when this happened, when I was saying this. And guess what? False misinformation. Your medical background and your medical subject, your knowledge that you have in there, whether you are a therapist, whether you are a PA, whether you are a doctor, whether you are a nurse, whether you are a nurse practitioner, whether you are a biologist, a molecular biologist, whether you are, no matter what it is, If you was to say anything like that back at that time, they took your stuff down for misinformation. So why is it that he can say this and it's not taken down for misinformation? Huh? Oh, now it's going to be around because Dr. Fauci said it. Okay. Y'all, Dr. Bashar was saying it and people were hating on him. Anyway, let me go ahead and read this some more. He said, saying the goal would be to get to a once a year COVID-19 vaccination. Told y'all it had nothing to do with this but to get you to start taking this new thing that was going to be putting a whole lot of money in the pharmaceutical companies' pocket. We said that and we were being, you guys, the conspiracy theory. You guys, theory. You're theory. Sat there and told you, didn't we? Now, what they don't want to tell you is that most people that we see coming to the hospitals right now who are having another breakthrough are those that have been vaccinated and boosted. You're going to continuously have to do this. There's some stuff I can get into. I'm not even going to get into it. You need to know exactly what it is when that spike protein gets into your system and all the different genetic codes that are on each one of those different 29 spikes. I'm not going to get into all that. I'm not going to freak y'all out. And guess what he said? He said, saying the goal would be to get a once a year COVID-19 vaccination like the flu. Way back 2 years ago when Ty said that, oh, you know, Dr. Fauci's been in this thing for so many years. I mean, apparently he knows more knowledge than you. I kept on telling people, and the ones that's following my channel, you guys can attest to this. Was I not saying, I don't care if I am not a medical doctor. A lot of us get some of the same training when it comes to not deep. We don't go into depth with pharmaceuticals or anything like that, or pharmacology, better yet. But when it comes to the basic building blocks of biology, microbiology, cytology, chemistry, we all get the same type of training. Like right now, a doctor is not smarter and know more things than a person that's in nutrition. No, they do not. But you would assume that a doctor would know all those things. It's a reason why when you get into the medical profession, you can go, let's just say for a therapist, you can become a physical therapist. You do certain type of, let's say, outpatient. Most time when you go to an outpatient clinic, although a lot of physical therapist assistants can be train and have a broad knowledge of all systems, but most of the time a lot of therapists like to branch out and specialize in a particular area. Spine, neuro, they like to pediatrics, geriatrics, women and men's health. Therapists like to specialize in that. I was very different. I like to be well-rounded. I like to be knowledgeable in all realms. You got doctors. When they become doctors. Yes, you do go through medical school. You get a well-rounded knowledge of all the body systems, yada, yada, peanut butter. But then some doctors like to specialize. They go into orthopedics, orthopedic surgeons. They become neurologists. They become all phlebotomists. They become, not phlebotomists, I'm sorry. But they become they specialize in different things. Gynecology. They specialize in certain areas. Right? What am I saying that for? Not all doctors are going to know all things about everything, right? Plain and simple. I'm saying it because here we are getting taken off of YouTube, getting banned for misinformation. You're going against what the CDC said, but now he's up. Okay. While recognizing the efforts so far have been stemmed by the emergence of new variants, sometimes becoming dominant in a matter of weeks. What we have right now, I think we're almost at a steady state, he said. Of course we are, because you're getting ready to get out, because I hope they file criminal charges on your butt for lying to the American public people and being responsible for a lot of lives being lost. Plain and simple. You can say all you want to. The same folks, I don't care what you say. You call me a conspiracy theorist way back then. I was right. I'm no conspiracy theorist. I was just a person that went to the school and got my schooling and know the background of all this stuff like that and try to tell you people this stuff on a layman's term about how these cells work. I even told you that when the variant comes out, that is going to be completely weaker than their origin. Didn't I say that? Well, is it more contagious? Just because something is more contagious doesn't mean that it's actually more deadly. I said that. I said it wasn't going to affect. I said it wasn't going to affect children. I preached on this, and the preaching video is still up on this. I talked about all the comorbidities you would have to succumb to COVID. I said that people who are completely healthy, don't believe those. There was a soccer player who was completely healthy. He got COVID, and he died. Come on, man. Don't do that. Don't. Nobody's stupid. Nobody's falling for all this nonsense. Let me stick to this, y'all, because I keep on getting off. It said the goal would be to get to once a year COVID-19 vaccination like the flu, while recognizing that efforts so far have been stemmed by the emergence of new variants, sometimes becoming dominant in a matter of weeks. What we have now, I think we're almost at a steady state, he said. Fauci also responded to calls from Republicans in Congress to investigate his leadership on COVID-19 response should the GOP regain a majority in one or both houses come this year's midterm elections. They're going to try to come after me anyway. I mean, probably less so if I'm not in the job, Fauci said. I don't make that consideration in my career decision. He said they're going to try to come after me. Don't be this victim now. When you had all these lunatics on there like this one boy, I wanted to just throw some truth water on this kid up there. He was, Dr. Fauci, bring us vaccines, bring us something to keep our blood clean. That was such the most cringy thing. I wanted to, I don't know what you just want to like hurt somebody when it makes you cringe like that. Dr. Fauci, bring us vaccines, bring us something to get our blood clean. Y'all just don't know. I don't know if y'all seen that. My son showed me that. I want to take my son's phone and crush it. Ugh. Dr. Fauci said they're going to try to come after me anyway. I mean, probably. No, wow. So you want to stick around, Dr. Fauci? You want to stick around to the next election? Oh, but you know, because the midterms coming, they feel that red wave coming. They're trying to come up with all type of different things to keep that red wave from coming, aren't they? All of a sudden, mass shootings are going up. Never heard of before. Now they're all of a sudden going up. Midterms coming. All of a sudden, a ban on assault weapons is coming up. All of a sudden, we got a mental illness. All these things are coming up. How convenient. And now that a lot of American people are waking up, we the American people have become pissed off and we're questioning I'm questioning everything. Does the sun really reflect off does the sunlight really reflect off of the moon? Is the earth really round? I mean, it's making you want to go back and question everything. Like, I don't believe nothing y'all tell me no more. I'm about to go study this stuff myself. I don't feel like the earth is spinning at 1,000,000 degrees. I'm just saying. Oh, here y'all go. Tyler, you talking? Don't even go there. Stop it. Stop. I'm just doing it to throw shots at y'all. But I'm just telling you, I question everything. Yeah, I question all that stuff too. I'm just saying, I'll go back. I'm going to study everything. I want to see this stuff for myself. The reason why I'm saying this is because it's too long. We, the people, what is this? We, the people, have become so easily duped by what society tells us to do, what to think, what to feel, and we believe it. We take it in. We say, I agree with this message. I agree with this knowledge that you're pushing on me. And I'm going to believe it. I'm going to live it. I'm going to take it as such, and I will go around and I will repeat it. Not anymore. Dr. Fauci, they need to go after him, and they need to go after him hard. We see the truth. Glenn Beck did something in depth. You can see the truth. All this, ladies and gentlemen, you can see the gain of function. If you don't know what gain of function is, it's like taking a virus and making it more than what it would be naturally. That's gain of function. These mutations do not happen naturally. What they done with this coronavirus, it is not a natural thing. It was a biochemical weapon is what they use this for, plain and simple. Gain of function is when you take the origin or the original way that a cell operates and you add things to it and you do things to it that it would not naturally occur in nature, plain and simple. I don't care what they say. There I am telling you in the most layman term way. That's what they did with this. Okay. Now, let me read that again. He said, they're going to try to come after me. They're going to try to come after me anyway. I mean, probably less so if I'm not in the office and in the job, said Fauci. I don't make that consideration in my career decision. I don't think they can say anything about the science. Are you nuts? Oh, no, you can't say anything about the science because I just told them. Yeah, that is science. Science is what y'all did to that virus to give it gain of function. It gained a function that it did not have. It was not able to infect the human cell lines like that. Oh my God, y'all, YouTube gonna ban me. The CDC did not say that, Ty. Anyway, it said, if that's what you want to investigate, be my guest. No, nobody's investigating the science behind how they gave it gain of function. They're investigating how you actually funded it. Don't forget about the flies you let eat those puppies' faces and everything either. Crazy man. Don't forget about all that. Don't forget about, just 2 weeks to slow the spread. Oh, don't forget about when you said, once you get the vaccination, you will not become infected again. Oh, no, now once you get the booster, once you get the second booster, I have the second booster, and I still never get COVID-19. But if it wasn't from the boosters, I may have not had these symptoms that were so mild. Bull crap. Absolute BS. Plain and simple. BS. I know people that get COVID right now. I have coworkers that got COVID right now. They're not vaccinated that didn't even know they had it. That they tested and said they had COVID, and they're like, what? I don't feel nothing. I can still taste. I can still eat. You're asymptomatic. Oh, get the freaking, come on now. Anyway, let me digress from that. Because some of y'all folks out there, I'm throwing it right back in your face. And like I said, the whole thing, like Will Smith said, somehow I told you so. Just don't quite say it. But you know what? Y'all not going to come and apologize. Well, we didn't know. Well, we were only all y'all stupid scenarios y'all came up with. You can eat your grandma. You can know what about your grandfather? What about the elderly? What about this person? When I walk out and about and what if you're impeding on my right to breathe? Yes, you have your rights, but you don't have a right to impede on my right to breathe and live. You nuts. But yeah, I'm calling y'all were a bunch of nuts. Oh, you know what? It was kind of cool, though, because I was glad that when I walked in all the stores without a mask on and I gave those employees some looks like, sir, we just want to let you know we got some sales going. Yeah, you're darn right. You about to tell me you got some sales. Do not say a freaking word to me about wearing no mask in this store. Don't you say nothing. Show me your policy. I was throwing shots at them left and right if they tried to do something like that. But they didn't. And I'm pretty sure in the town I stay in, word got around. If Ty Smith, this tall, big black dude, yeah, I'm just saying they say that. I mean, I'm 6'3", 220 something, 15% body fat. If this dude walks in there, can y'all please don't engage him because he will flame you. Restaurants too, flaming them. They didn't do it. Nuts, people. Y'all were not thinking about the small things. Put a mask on to enter the restaurant. But when you get ready to walk to your table, you can take the mask off because those doors right there, COVID can come to that door, but COVID goes, dang it, they drew a line right there. They put some dang on garlic powder down. I can't cross the line and go. Y'all were just nuts. Y'all couldn't even think. And here I was trying to tell y'all, well, Tyler, I don't know because, I've never been sick, but I don't want to take any chances. But you will go to the grocery store. You would touch on all these jars and potato chips. You would look at it and put it back up there. You would touch on the shopping cart. Well, I wiped the shopping cart off. Yeah, but you wiped the shopping cart off, but then you touched all these different items in the grocery store. You touched your grocery bag. You sat there, took your card, gave it to the person. They paid for it. They gave it back. You done all this hand touching stuff. Got out to your car, might have done like this or something like that. Not even thinking about it. You know what I mean? Anything like that without washing your hands yet. And yet still, here you are. You could have got all kind of different transmittable disease that was contact by somebody else touching them. The person that stocked the stuff in the grocery store, you don't know what they did with their hands, did you? But did you worry about it? No. But all of a sudden this come out and y'all just, it could be in the air. They wouldn't let people go to playgrounds and all kind of stuff because it didn't matter. If Fauci said it, y'all did it. All right. So anyway, he said, I don't think they can say anything about the science. Yes, they can. Yes, they can. Yes, they can because it wasn't real science. The gain of function, what they did to it was science, but the way that they permitted this to actually go out and have people doing this and the way that they permitted all these folks to do all these different things, that wasn't, it is science because you were the test subject. You were the hypothesis, ladies and gentlemen. Anyway, let me digress from that again. He said, if that's what you want to investigate, be my guest. My telling somebody that it's important to follow fundamental public health practices, what are you going to investigate about that? We shall see. And I hope they do. It's not anything to do with my telling somebody that it's important. It's important to follow fundamental good public health practices. Yes, it is. But when it came to this virus, that was something completely different. How can you sit there and have things put in place? How can you have certain things put in place and how to combat something that we've never faced before, but all of a sudden they're experts at it? Again, it did not matter. Once we knew how it came in, once we knew what it did, once we knew how it was transmitted, we went from that. How is something that's considered to be contact precaution become airborne now, like aerosol? How? Still, when if I have my papers, I will show y'all. Still, when they give us these papers about coronavirus, it's still on there as a droplet precaution, not as an airborne. Man, something airborne, y'all. Never mind. Let me digress on that again. The Biden administration vaccine or test requirements and mask mandates have been struck down by federal courts, and many Republicans are running on platform this year opposing lockdown measures, as they should. Fauci also commented on his notoriously contentious relationship with Trump. We've developed an interracial relationship. Two guys from New York, different in their opinions, their ideology, but still two guys who grew up the same environments of the city. I think that we're related to each other in that regard. Dude, Trump was saying, wrong. I'm not related to you. I don't like you. If I would have got another term, you'd have been Fired. You're fired. Plain and simple. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, I just wanted to bring y'all that because, of course, I'm competitive. I'm really competitive. And the reason why I'm saying that, for the ones that I was telling about this and y'all just kept on trying to back, yeah, that left right didn't feel good, did it? Oh, now you're trying to duck, huh? You're trying to duck and cover, but guess what? I came straight to the middle and uppercut at you right in your face. I want you to recognize that I'm hitting you back and I'm hitting you hard. And I'm not about to sit there and go, well, guys, you know, Guess what? All my family's still alive. All my elderly family and my elderly and, you know, people, all of them are still alive right now. I still run around them without a mask on or anything like that. We still hugged each other. Guess, you know, we did all that, right? Nobody died. Y'all, you know that, right? Yeah. So anyway, you already know. Some of the ones that I see out and about, y'all know when I do, and I see you and I go like this. You know that's me throwing shots at you, especially the snow cone color hair crew, social justice warriors. Y'all, some of the ones that was at the school board meeting, when I see y'all out and about in different stores, convenience stores, and, you know, like Home Depot, Lowe's, and Walmart, and Schnucks, and places like that, and I look at you, and you look at me, and I go, yeah, y'all know what I'm doing it for. I'm like, up yours when I do that. And I told you that's what it means. Right back at you. Y'all don't have nothing to say now. Now y'all want to blink and they try their best not to make eye contact with me. I'm like, hey, how you doing? I go, how you doing? Oh, I'm doing good. Oh, wait. Oh, you know, oh, wait, remember you. Remember all that? Remember you? Well, Well, Ty, you could have, because you could have been asymptomatic. I told y'all BS. Don't fall for this nonsense. Anyway, folks, this is going to be interesting. I hope that when the red wave comes, I hope if we take the House, I hope they go after this criminal hard. I hope they go after Fauci really, really hard. And anybody that had any ties, anything to do with what he did, I hope they go after them hard. Plain and simple. I don't care how old he is. Oh, he's just a feeble old man. He need to go to jail, need to go to prison. I hope that Rand Paul continues to just go after this. I hope this become like a number one thing, but guess what? They'll try to pass it over with new things that's going to come about. Ukraine and Russia might overrun this. The assault weapons ban might overrun this. You know, the red wave that's coming, people not going to pay attention to this, but I'm just saying the fact that he's trying to go out. Why are you trying to go out right now? Let me know what y'all think about this, folks, by leaving it in the comments below after this video. Don't forget, if you enjoy things like this, you clicking that thumbs up button like this will get the video circulated within the algorithm of the YouTube. It will get it circulated within the algorithm of YouTube world. Don't forget to share it with family and friends who are on the same thinking wavelength as you and I. You guys will be the reason why voices like mine get out there, all right? I am on Instagram at Modern Renaissance Man, okay? But the O in modern is a 0. I'm on Rumble, Modern Renaissance Man. I am on Twitter at The Real Ty Smith. Okay. I also have another YouTube channel on here called MRM Ministry, where it's just about ministry, straightforward, straight on, nothing more, nothing less. So go check those out. I really appreciate it. Don't forget, share the video. Don't forget, leave a comment so it can be circulated within the YouTube algorithm. I really appreciate that. Thank you guys for all listening. We'll move on to the next thing that I might bring up, and hopefully y'all stick around for that too. All right. See y'all in a bit. I am Ty Smith, Modern Renaissance Man, hoping and praying that every last one of you have food, shelter, and clothing, and most of all, I hope and pray every last one of you guys are in great health, mentally, physically, emotionally, and spiritually. God bless you all through Jesus. What's going on, everybody? So, hey, check this out. I appreciate you guys watching. I appreciate you taking time out of your day to view these videos. Do not forget to subscribe to the channel, give the video a thumbs up, and also right here is where you can catch the next video, the latest video that I've done. But like right up here, this is stuff that I've done kind of in the past. So in this area, you might find a video that I've done in the past. It can be funny, it can be something serious. It does not matter. But this is something that you can also do to check out more material that I do in my channel, because I do a lot in this channel, all right? So again, appreciate everything from you guys. Keep on watching it, keep on supporting it, and God bless you all.